Thanks, James. All right. Oh, I have another James here. How's it going, James? It's time. It is time for this grand final. It's been a long time coming. NiP and EnVyUs have made it through, and the moment is now.
It is indeed. So our maps, as they said, are going to be Inferno, Mirage, Cache, and Dust 2. I'm not sure if they said how the last map was selected of the four. Obviously, Envy are going up, since they're in the winner's bracket with a one map advantage, but basically they had a selection each for what map they wanted to be last. Envy chose Dust 2, NiP chose Nuke, and then they flipped a coin. Basically, it turned out to be Dust 2. So NiP definitely up against it here. One map deficit. Very favourable maps for Envy as well. Do you have an expectation here?
So Inferno, generally speaking, I mean, we saw EnVyUs completely trounce NiP there yesterday, so you can't have much confidence when it comes to a prediction there. Considering that recent result just yesterday, of course, this is a new day, and it's NiP have so much experience, and this is the kind of time when they would throw in the big performance. When, of course, again, it does get talked about quite a lot at this point, but this is the kind of phase of the tournament where you expect them to do the inexplicable NiP magic. But from the stats, from what has actually happened, I would say that probably Mirage they have the most chance to win a map against EnVyUs here. Because let's not fool ourselves here. EnVyUs definitely going in the stronger side to this best of 5. Of course, EnVyUs having the advantage helps massively as well. Having just gone straight through without any losses, and NiP are going to be fighting back with that one map deficit. So it's going to be tough. And of course, the last map being, as you say, like the switch up between, instead of it being Nuke, which would really have been favourable for NiP if they could get to that point, it's going to actually be a Dust 2, so that's going to be, I think, a struggle. So I think this map pool generally favours EnVyUs. If NiP are going to do this, it's going to be against all the odds, more or less.
Mirage is the map where Virtus Pro lost to NiP this weekend, 16-6. So I think that NiP are likely to win Mirage. So the question becomes, what are the other two maps that they could possibly win? Inferno, I think, outside of Mirage, I think, I mean, Dust 2, I'd have to say, is the map they have to. It's a bit Captain obvious, but because it's the last map. But that's the third map they have to win, and that wins them the whole tournament if they can make it that far. But Inferno, I think, if they lose that, then they probably lose.
Yeah,
either 3-1 or 3-0.
Yeah, I'm feeling the same sort of a result here. Again, to me, it's all on Mirage. You never know with NiP and Inferno, but I was talking previously with Forrest briefly about why they switched up in the previous tournaments. They've actually reverted it back now. We have the standard setup now, but they were mixing things up a little bit, where we saw Get Right and Forrest switch roles. Get Right going towards the balcony, doing the kind of Forrest stuff that is so iconic, and it's more or less to try to keep things fresh. Considering that Alu is joining the lineup, they're trying to find setups that work a bit better, and because they have been in these positions for so long. This is how they've played the map for so long. Even if they have variations on how they play the positions, it's still. They needed something fresh. So they're in potentially a slight state of flux in that sense. So, and EnVyUs, they're finally just starting to look much more comfortable with their play. So confidence-wise, EnVyUs, they're going to start out really chilled and relaxed. And at the very least, NiP with a much easier victory over TSM, that I think will help them after the beatdown that they received in the previous day.
I'm hoping to see a monster Inferno from NiP. I think if you look back to Envy versus Na'Vi, and you saw Envy were overly aggressive, things didn't go well for them. They played. I don't think their mood was in the right place, and I think they underperformed because of that. If NiP can try and throw them off their game, you look at the things that Envy do in the game to throw other people off. They shoot people, they win their rounds, they're firing entire magazines into the dead cadavers of different players, and that annoys people, that irritates people, it grinds people. But I think that maybe NiP need to bring this into their game as well, and try and irk them, try and throw them off their game, try and put them on tilt.
You can see the camera going through all the players here. Of course, the cerebral assassin, James, on camera here, the mastermind behind this team, the guy that's transformed them into a squad of very dangerous individuals. And you have Shocks, fan favorite. He tends to blow up rounds. Very, very important, explosive fragger here for EnVyUs. And of course, Thorin's favorite, SMBK.
So, heavy favourites going into this. Again, they do, if you are just joining us, have a 1-map advantage as they have not lost a match. They are in the winner's bracket, whereas NiP had to come through loser's final, or consolidation final, as it's known in Counter-Strike, to make it here. So again, this is going to be difficult for NiP, but not impossible. Inferno is a map they've been strong on in the past. I think it's just a case of styles here. EnVyUs, I would put their playstyle versus NiP on maps such as Inferno, such as Cash, as Anarchy. And indeed, it's whether or not NiP can bring out the black helicopters on their CT side and control these riotous youngsters.
Indeed. And one of the interesting things, actually, another thing I brought up with Thorist is actually how the Cash match went with them and EnVyUs yesterday, because we saw this hyper-aggression from EnVyUs, something that isn't really in the meta to go quite that aggressive, and for them to be doing that against NiP was quite shocking to see, but it was working so well. Even though a lot of the rounds were going down to the last man, very close rounds, it was just complete chaos, but Envy were able to constantly get the better of their opponent's NiP in that situation when NiP were on the T side. They never really got to get their T sides rolling. Already, they would just get EnVyUs in their face before they've done a mid-take course. And in the rounds when they went really fast-paced on the mid-takes, EnVyUs' lineup was all there to greet them, and it was just loads of angels, loads of smokes and grenades. And when all the dust settled, EnVyUs usually were on top. But so I'm really curious how the Cash is going to go, because I think both teams showed exactly how they were going to play it right now. So EnVyUs can either keep up the same kind of style, because it is pretty universal how it can work, and we might see NiP going much, much more defensive to try to stop having these early losses, because originally they showed they wanted to play aggressive, but it wasn't working. So now they have at least the benefit of that Cash, and knowing that, hey, this opening style wasn't working, let's stop losing rounds we don't need to.
Okay, we are about to go into the knife round here on Inferno. So we will see who starts on the CT side. Again, NiP, this is a map where NiP have chosen the T side to start with on the rare occasions, but I do not think that will happen today. Shout outs to the guys. I think there was a Fozzy sign. Shout outs to Chris Jericho.
James, who will win the knife round?
Who will lose a player first? Who will go for the flank in the apps?
I just don't know.
KnifeRounds.com.
But this is going to be really important for NiP, because, yeah, there you go, they're going to pick it up. Last time, I think they started on the T side, and we know that they feel the most comfortable on the CT side. So for them to get the game started there, I think it's going to feel really, really good for them. EnVyUs, though, you never know what they're going to hit you with, so it's going to be interesting to see if NiP just try to rely on the tried and tested, the maybe more stale but more, again, tested setups that they're used to playing, or whether they will mix things up a little bit to try and throw something in the works for EnVyUs. Again, after such a defeat, you'd expect them to have to... Do you think they would try and change something, or is it too late, too short notice with just one day?
Yeah, that's the problem. And let's not forget they had another match to prepare for to get to this point in the first place.
That's a good point, yeah.
I think one of the issues here for NiP is that EnVyUs will always feel like they have complete freedom on the T side. And the question is, how do NiP... This is the problem. How do NiP stop Envy from playing their game without overextending too far and just being exploited by the ruthless, rampant aggression of EnVyUs? I think it's a difficult balance to find.
Yeah, it really is. And the thing is, even if you play situations well, even if you out-stratego your opponents and you just use better tactics and so on, the just individual skill that you have with these two teams, often you just don't know what's going to happen. That's part of the reason why it's so exciting to watch them, as we get live into the pistol here. So NiP versus EnVyUs in this best of 5 here for the StarSeries 12 LAN finals in Kiev. And already we're going to see the movement from EnVyUs up towards apps.
Of course, EnVyUs have their foot on the pedal as per usual. Shoxy going straight into apps, coming out of the boiler area. Not going to find anybody just yet. They're just hunting. They're like a pack of wild dogs, which have been released by some nasty policemen here. And they are heading towards the A side. We're going to have a big push out of the apps, and Forrest is going to try and hold things down here. But it's going to be Smith getting the first kill onto Alu. Forrest taking down Smith. Another trade coming in for NBK. So map at the bomb side in control of Envy. NiP going for the retake, one man short.
Here we go, bomb down now. We got Happy there. Does get eliminated, so they can get the wrap going. Attack from two sides at once as Get Right leads the charge with those dualies, as he so is want to pick up. And Exist now falling back as they charge onto him. That's going to allow Freiburg to get easier challenges. What a little snap there onto MBK. Sitting on the bomb. Exist going to get the frag further back, and now it's all on Shoxy. Takes down Freiburg. Time is ticking away slowly but surely, and there it is. Great kill there from Get Right with the Julies, of course. And there you go. NiP picking up the pistol round.
Exist is getting the crowd going. They're giving him a bit of a cheer. Also worth noting that normally on a pistol round, the CTs will pick up one kit. But NiP, they know how important it is for them to pick up that pistol. They had 2 kits on the go there. And even when they were going for the retake, both the players had those kits. Very important. And Get Right with those Julies. Normally in the Swedish colours. Not sure where the skin has gone to today. But that's an important round for NiP. Great start. You can see Get Right now with the P90 on the B side.
Okay, there's a peek there. They know they can use those ranges, but the Tech 9s are coming. And this is something they're going to expect. They want to get those long-range duels in right at the start, but now it's going to be all about EnVyUs closing the distance as they've gotten up close in the apps. So things get dangerous here for NiP. This is the kind of bread and butter what a team like EnVyUs is able to perform so well. The rushes with these Tech 9s. And NiP, how well are they going to defend? They've got Alu here playing patiently. They are just allowing EnVyUs to slowly but surely push them back as we see the safe rotate there through onto the library side from Alu. And they've got 4 players ready to receive this push as it comes into the A site.
This is a good read here from NiP. Envy actually threw a smoke onto quad just to close the distance, and I think they're going to start to push hard as more smokes go down. Can NiP hold? That's the question. You can see Get Right backing off. Even with a P90, still wants to put a little bit of range in. They're going to start to push towards Alu. Not going to know about Get Right. Oh, he's going to spray through his smoke. Not getting any frags yet, though. Exit's going to go down first from the Tech 9. Trades coming in for both sides. One-man disadvantage now for NiP. Shoxy and a teammate in the pit as well. This is going to be a hard retake for NiP.
And they've got 3 against 4, and the weapons have been picked up by EnVyUs. Oh no, Freiburg going to go down. Great long-range shot there from Smith by the pit. He's going to get a second one as well, as Get Right is now going to be forced to a horrible spot. What damage can he pick up here? There's 4 players left alive. He needs to get some frags, but it will only be the one, and that is 3 weapons taken off the ground now, off the bodies of the NiP players. 1-to-1, and this is a rough start now.
One of the things, I think Thorin might have brought this up on the analysis desk, one of the things that EnVyUs are the best at is exploiting all the things in the game. And you can see what they did there with 5 Tech 9s, taking down 5 players with a full buy. They only got 2 kills on NiP. And that's something that maybe NiP are not doing at the moment, exploiting all the things in the game. People will say that the Tech 9 at the moment is OP and ridiculous, but look how many rounds it wins when the Ts lose a pistol. This is something that Envy know, and they are not ashamed to make use of, and that's what makes them winners. Yeah,
I mean, Happy told me he's there to win, and even though he may not be, well, we'll come back to this fort later. We'll have to see if NiP can actually get some damage done here. That would be really, really nice, as they have invested in this round. Now, the slow push is coming in, and we have the rotation there slowly but surely. There it is, Get Right through to CT spawn. That's going to reinforce things a little bit. And of course, if they do decide to go through CT, he's going to be able to spot that for them. He's going to hear MBK slowly sidestepping into an angle, just trying to clear this out, but NiP players sticking to those close range angles, and there are some crossfires coming in. Alu there behind the bomb boxes picks up 2 massive kills. This might be the momentum they need in this round to try and pick it up. And Eco back. EnVyUs.
As he's still just moving up mid at the moment. He's going to get Freiburg from behind. Let's Get Right in the library. Who's going to win this duel? The bomb is down in mini pit, so this is going to be a really important one. And Happy's going to lose the duel, even though he's got a P90. Get Right coming out with a pistol of his own. Despite all the trades, EnVyUs will win the round and survive with 2 rifles to boot.
So, I mean, it was decent damage done, but the problem is that in the previous round, EnVyUs had gained so much value by just picking up the weapons that were bought from NiP after they won their pistols. So despite it looking kind of nice, usually in the situation, it's still really, really bad for NiP right now. And have to see if they can get anything done. This is like a full save from them, so extra few kills would be nice, but we'll have to see if they're going to be able to accomplish that. They've got some of the close ranges, and they are stacked towards the A site. As EnVyUs, they move as a unit. They're playing together, so that trades are always going to be possible, and they don't drop any weapons in any precarious places.
You can see NiP threw, they just put 1 smoke, threw it onto Banana, that standard NiP smoke near the car, just to try and funnel the players of EnVyUs. over towards the A bomb site. You can see they're all stacked in the apps at the moment. And Freiburg getting the first frag onto Happy on B. Kiyoshima's going to go down there just to keep an eye on things and make sure nobody's flanking. And being EnVyUs, he may even push up and see if there are more than one player over there. But Exist going to try and take down some of the players through Boiler. He will not win the duel. And Freiburg has rotated, so all the NiP players are over towards A.
Here comes the Tech9er Shoxing there, just barreling through, but somehow Get Right is going to get the kill. Now he's still alive there, he's got the bomb, he gets a second one, I don't believe it! And it's just Kiyoshima left against Freiburg and Forest. They are critically wounded, but Freiburg is going to pick up that AK-47. Does get smoked off though, and there is some time to play with, but not a huge amount. 20 seconds left as Kiyoshima has to work out exactly where they are. Has to pick up the bomb as well and get that one down. So now, how close are they? There's so many questions here for Kiyoshima, but he's just got to go for it. And there the smoke dissipates. Freiburg is going to get the shot, and he will get the kill! What a great round, and Get Right with those 2 kills in pit. That was so important.
Envy were putty in NiP's hands in that round, and all credit to Freiburg and the general strat from Exist and the rest of his team. Again, they put the smoke down onto Banana. That was the only smoke, the only nade they bought in the entire round, and that was to funnel EnVyUs over towards A. EnVyUs left Happy on B. Freiburg, with only a USPS, wins the duel versus an AK. And that leaves EnVyUs with no choice but to push in because they're scared of the flank. But Freiburg instantly rotated, so they had all the players, all the NiP players remaining were over towards the A site. They stacked it perfectly, and they bring it to 2-2.
That's an amazing result. Now, right back in it, Alu on the AWP, going to get the double! Straight at the beginning of the round! What a massive advantage for them now. EnVyUs need to recover quickly, but it's so early. That at least will give them the time to play with and see if they can get anything else done, but it's hard to take these picking battles when you're already down so many players, because if you get unlucky, all of a sudden you're down to 2 players now against 5, so this is a horrible situation now for EnVyUs.
Flash is coming in towards the quad area. Exist playing the aggressive position. He wants the frags here. He does not want to give them map control with this number advantage. He's going to find the frag onto Smith as well. He is not going to change position. Trades coming in from Forest, taking down Kiyoshiima. 4 versus 1 now. Envy in a nasty place. Mid-area riddled with the bodies of his comrades.
And Happy now. 4 players. He is the cerebral assassin, but Get Right himself is on the case, and he is going to get the quick flick onto Happy to take the round down, but Alu with that double right at the start. Man, that has to feel amazing if you're an NiP player in that situation, just to see those the kills go on the tracker there right at the start of the round, and they're right back in it. But the problem is so are the Tech9s here for EnVyUs, even an AK.
Yeah, that was a huge start for NiP, and they survived the 4 players, which is going to be important for their economy, especially considering the damage output of these Tech9s. This time we've got a smoke on Banana, but there will be 2 NiP players waiting. Freiburg on the site, and they able to provide Get Right with cover should he need it. Get Right's ready and waiting. He's got to get that Molotov down to try and slow down the push here. He's in a happy position with the flashbang in his hand for the time being, as Envy slowly emerge towards the site. But will they fully commit? Seems they will.
So the incendiaries are down. That will slow them and stagger the push, and they're coming one at a time at the moment, but now the full push is in. The AK is going to take down Freiburg. Get Right's at the back of the site. He's got to get a couple kills here. He's got the support from Alu rotating in time, but Alu needs to do more, and he will do exactly that. Picks up the kill on the bomber, and that is the bomb down now.
The flank's coming in from Happy, though. He hasn't got his CT to cover him yet, and he's going to go down to the 2-pronged assault from the remaining Ts on the site. Now Happy's got the AWP with Kiyoshiima covering his back with the AWP. The problem is the bomb is in the fountain. He's going to be completely exposed if he tries to pick it up. You can see Forrest is in the pool area. Can he get the frag? 2 versus 2. 29 seconds on the clock. We've got time to dance here.
And Forrest will get the frag. So patient, so calm. And now it's down to Happy. He's got 20 seconds. That's going to be a real issue. Forrest still in the pool position. But can Happy get the shot? Going to go on top of Coils. Goes over the top for the jump. Won't work this time. Forrest holds his line, holds his ground. And thanks to Alu getting the bomber down in that spot by the fountain, that is going to save the round for NiP. That every time you see the Tech9s running at you, their heart must sink.
Yeah, that jump at the last second may have been inspired by Get Right's suicide drop on Nuke.
Oh my god.
What an inspiration.
Yeah, what an inspiration.
Okay, Alu going to miss a shot in mid, but he's going to see that the EnVyUs players are on the ecos once again. 3 Tech 9s, P250 and a Deagle. They're going to try and rush. Shoxy's going to get a frag through the corner of the smoke there. And they are onto the quad area already. Forrest is in the pit, but he is up against multiple opponents here. It's going to be a 1v3 in the pit area.
Wow.
He must hold. There's the first frag onto Shoxy, but can he get any more?
This guy seems unstoppable, but he will eliminate it in the end, and the bomb is going to go down. Get Right's got 3 players to kill as he makes his way around. I'm not sure if he's been spotted just yet. He's going to start walking, so this is going to give him potentially a drop on somebody, but they are covering all the angles. He's going to go through the apartments. Now, if he walks all the way, there's going to be very little time left at the end of this, so perhaps just trying to get some of these exits, and indeed he is going to try to keep them on the bomb site, and it's going to back away with that M4. But once again, it seems to be the Tech 9s that are foiling NiP here as they... I mean, Alu and Exist got completely annihilated there. The Tech 9s just, they move so fast through choke points, and they're so accurate. It's just, if you miss a shot and you're out of position, you're just done.
Yeah, and basically, when EnVy are on these ecos, they're trying to abuse the timing where NiP is simply setting up for the round. They're trying to put smokes in the right places, etc. But because it's not a buy round from EnVy, they're going to maybe, because it's EnVy, maybe be more reasonable about things. They're just going to charge them while they're throwing smokes down and shoot them in the face, etc. So NiP, they need to prepare for this. They need to expect this.
Right, right. Well, there's lots of rounds to play with, and they still have a decent buy going for them. So the nades are out, the AWP is there for Alu, so a comfortable start at the moment as EnVyUs take it slower. They have an AWP of their own. It's on Happy, actually, instead of Smiths or a Shox. So Happy perhaps looking to get some entries towards the B-bomb site. We do have still the line held here at top middle as EnVyUs try to just slowly clear all the map that they can safely. And now we're going to start seeing some of these trade attempts. And they've got to be careful here as Exist and Alu are going to be forced back. We can see all 3 of them moving close to the quad side, and Exist might just get caught here.
Freiburg, he got AWP'd through the smoke by Happy, and NBK managed to follow up as well. This is all through a fully bloomed smoke. NiP have Get Right on the site for the moment. EnVy slowly rotating. I can see Smiths and Shoxy moving out of the mid area, and it's still Get Right versus the nation of France. Exist on Speedway. Is he going to get there in time, though? All the nades are coming in now. Get Right currently flash. There's a fast push. The T's are flash as well. This is going to slow things down, but Get Right, he's just going to be standing in the smoke. He's going to fight. He's going to get 2 frags. He can see nothing, but he will find all the frags there. 3 players left. This should be a good retake here for NiP.
Well, Kiyoshima is going to get that bomb down by the fountain as this is smoked off. Trying to spam through the smoke, but won't pick anything up just yet. As Alu now soon to have an angle available to him. He's got to rest patiently there. He's got 2 teammates moving through construction now, and Happy's ready to battle with Alu. This is a hugely important duel. Here it goes, and Happy's going to get it. The rest of his teammates are there at the back, but he won't even need them. Pulls out the Tech 9 as we go 1-on-2, and Happy is going to clean house right at the end. And that's another one for EnVyUs, 4-4.
What a massive round opening. You can see the frustration on Get Right's face, but what a horrible situation for Freiburg. They had an inkling that Freiburg was to the right of the opening, kind of in the cart sandbags area, because of the way he bounced the second smoke off the wall to re-smoke the banana area. Then after a certain timing, Happy just went for a shot through the smoke. It legged Freiburg. Then NBK just started a spray and took him out completely, and then that just opened up the round there for EnVyUs.
It seems so hard for them to get any kind of economic momentum going with these Tech 9 pushes doing so much damage and even taking rounds. That's not the Inferno that we know. This is the Inferno that EnVyUs have created with their full abuse of the power of the Tech 9s and the pressure that can pile on the economy of the CTs. And you can see how much NiP are struggling with that at the moment. And they themselves are going to go for some pistol armor action.
And it's very telling that NiP know they cannot afford to lose any rounds here to EnVyUs. They've gone for the full first force buy. Trades coming in towards the A site at the moment. NiP going to leave 1 player, that's Freiburg, over towards B. And that is exactly where EnVyUs are rotating. Alu going for some fact-finding towards the arch area, and he's going to start rotating towards B as well. Freiburg once again around the cart, but this time there are no smokes.
Big kill coming in there from NBK, getting that trade, allowing them to move flawlessly through onto the B-bomb site. 3 players left for them, all fully equipped. And NiP are definitely in a very, very dark place at the moment. Get Right's going to try to make his way through. He has the 5-7 in hand, but he will get taken down without any trouble And only 2 down there for EnVyUs, and NiP, their money, they are so broken economically at the moment, and EnVyUs could very well take control of the map now. It feels like they've almost won this battle of pistol armor buy versus gun round. They've finally gotten ahead of NiP in that sense.
This is the thing. When NiP get onto the T side, they could entirely do the same thing to EnVyUs, but are they capable of it at the moment? That is the question. Do they have this ruthless aggression in them? Now we're going to find a ruthless aggression, but they're on the eco. Freiburg going to get 2 huge kills, but there's still a lot of time on the clock here. 1 minute 20, and it's still... Oh, Freiburg's picked up an AWP, in fact, so they could still get some more damage in here. Yeah, right, going to be caught on his own on the arch area, but I'm not sure if he can find a frag. And more trades coming in, only 2 EnVyUs players remaining. That
bomb is down, and in fact, it's possible for Freiburg to get a kill here as they go across for it. He's going to do just that. Good stuff there from Freiburg. Now, once again, the bomb placement could be a predicament. They're 2 versus 1 now. NiP have somehow managed to make this work, and he's going to creep through the smoke. He'll go down, and that should be the bomb picked up. Freiburg won't connect the shot as the smoke does cover that pickup for Shoxy, and he's going to get that bomb planted as well. And Freiburg is moving towards the B bomb site at the moment, not sure where it's planted. Now he realizes, and now the sprint commences. But how hard is this one going to be for him?
He swapped out the AWP for an AK, but he has little time to find out where Shoxy is, and Shoxy could be anywhere. He could be in apps, he could be in library. Look at the plant. He could be in the pit. He could be in the graveyard, and that's where he is. Freiburg, he can't go for a 10-second defuse here. He's going to fake it, but he's going to look the wrong way. No winner yet. Who's going to find this? He's going for a jumping frag. They're both quite low at the moment. Actually, only Freiburg is, and it's going to be an easy finish in the end for Shoxy with 88 HP there. There wasn't enough time to get the defuse either. So 6-4 in favor of EnVyUs, and NiP find themselves a buy, but again, with nothing left in the bank.
Yeah, they're almost on that max bonus, consecutive round loss bonus, and how many nades we have here? We're actually missing, they're missing 2 smokes, in fact, so yeah, this is going to be quite difficult to slow EnVyUs down, but maybe if Alu can get a quick little pick here at the start of the round, that could make things just a little bit easier here for NiP. But we do have 2 AWPs in the hands of Swiss and Happy, and there it is actually. Get Right will make a small advantage as MBK goes for the challenge on Banana, and it won't go the way of EnVyUs this time.
EnVyUs are getting apps for free every single round, and it's giving them the close quarters advantages, and now Happy has the angle. He essentially has the advantage at the moment. Considering they have a minute on the clock, you can see Exist going for the peak, but Happy's already ready and waiting for him, and that's what NiP are giving them. They're giving them opportunities to doing that. They're not contesting. Like when you see Fnatic or other teams, they'll jump through the apps every so often and make Envy fear, try and slow Envy down, or other teams, but they get there so fast.
Good flank there from Get Right, though, and he's going to actually say, you know what, okay, I've got a frag, I'm going to back off, my teammates still have the A-bomb site, got to hold on to this position, doesn't get greedy, and in fact, they will actually go and investigate, and they're going to send one player over there, see if they can frag Get Right, as he is on Banana still. But they are slowly making their way up, and Get Right's going to continue the hold on the B side of the map. That's really important. Now EnVyUs have to make it happen on the A bomb site. It's not going to so far. Happy is the last man standing. Cerebral Assassin with that AWP in his hands, looking for something, but there is no time. So perhaps he can just get a sneaky frag here, but doesn't seem as if NiP are going to do anything but just sit on the bomb, cover spots, and that is exactly what they are going to do. We're going to have a little bit of a hunt there from Forrest, though, as he does move into the apps, but Happy will save that AWP into the next round. And I think that's the first time we've seen them go for 2 AWPs in one round, but yeah, it didn't seem that effective this time. Get Right playing very well to get them back in.
Yes, that was an expensive round for Envy, but when they can buy Tech-9s on the flip side, I don't know how much it matters.
Get Right with 14 frags at the moment. He is playing well, and that is really important that he is getting a lot of frags at this point. When he really gets going, it is scary.
There's a gap in that smoke, and Happy may move forward to try and find another angle. In fact, he will just hold for now. Get Right playing the cart position once again. Re-smoke already coming in for NiP. They are going to run out of smokes pretty quickly, though. In fact, there's only one left, and that's on Freiburg. Minute 10 on the clock. And again, in previous rounds, Envy just charged all the way through apps, taking lots of map control and giving themselves lots of time to push these sites.
Yeah, one thing that's quite interesting is that Gerrit and Freiburg still have a Molotov. Oh, well, Molotov was used, but Gerrit still has one, and Freiburg still has a smoke. So they can still delay a long time on B, but the push is coming towards A. If they try to go back to B, NiP have a good chance to keep that site held quite well. And the bomb, in fact, is going back towards B at the moment, at the bottom of middle. So they might be trying to get the split going. Indeed, they will. Alu's in position, picks up the first frag onto Shoxy, goes for the second, is forced back as he misses it. And this is challenging here. Smith uses that Tech 9 to his advantage to make the rush continue. Wrapping around the side, and now it's crisis management here, but Freiburg's got the back of Gerrit, barely saving him. 8 health left on him, as now all the reinforcements arrive, and Freiburg, with such key kills, is making NiP have a chance in this one, but Happy will take him down. Another one-on-one on Banana. It's back and forth here, but NiP, they are looking not so bad. Here's the last dual switch for the pistol, runs out of bullets. Exist will pick up the kill, get the defuse. The chaos, James, the sheer amount of chaos in this round.
That was absolute mayhem, Dan. On the second monitor, I was watching Get Right. He pop-flashed himself into the front of the B bomb site from the CT side. He had an engagement with 2 players, didn't manage to get any frags, but didn't die himself, which ended up being really important later on in the round. So NiP still in this for now, but with 6 rounds on EnVyUs' T side already, even if they lost the remainder, they would still be in good stead for the second half. NiP fighting for every single round here, tooth and nail, and we know they need to, because they are up against a heavy favourite here. And again, you can see on top of your screen under the names, the stars there, you can see there's a star for Envy because they are 1 map in the lead because of that winner's advantage.
And they're going for this same buy where they have the Tech 9s, all the nades, and 1 man with the AK, Kiyoshima, who is one of their best fraggers, their best entry men for the team. So EnVyUs definitely... So far, they've actually been abusing this round and to great success, but NiP, they're up against it again. They would have heard the Tech 9s rattling off at this point, so they actually know what's coming. They've got 2 men on Arch side. Now, can they hold this? The push is imminent.
So Forrest was just holding a more aggressive angle in the apps area, but it's had to be forced to retreat now as the nades and the push starts to come in from the... Well, here comes the madness here from the T players. Oh, he's got the bait for exist, but he's not going to get any frags! That's going to be Arch down. Alu smoked off. How can they hold? Forrest is smoked off from most angles as well. He's going to just not get Smiths either. They're missing crucial shots here. They've still got a 1-man advantage. EnVyUs are heavily tagged, but they've got Tech 9s. They've got an M4. They need headshots, but the flames are going to be too much for Shoxy. The bomb is lost in a flame carpet now. Smiths in the pits. I'm not sure if his location is known by the remaining players, but you can see there's a flank from Get Right, of course, who else? Through the apps. And this is going to be hard for Smiths, because when he picks up that bomb, he is going to be completely exposed. Alu will finish him off. Another round in the bag for NiP. Surviving with 3 players as well.
Now, Alu really deserves a pat on the back from his teammates for that one, because he was the sole man able to kind of keep some level of calm and control on that A push in from EnVyUs. And finally, they are going to win one of these rounds against the Tech 9 buys. We're going to have another one here, but not supported with as many nades, armor, or AK-47s on Kiyoshima. He's got a Tech 9 as well, so good save there, but Exist and Forrest with those shots. Definitely going to have to expect some more here, but we're almost at a close for this first half. NiP really need to pick up these next rounds, because you've got to believe that EnVyUs also going to have a really strong CT side. So here we go. Once again, looks like they're going for the similar play. They like to run through the smokes when they have the Tech 9s. We saw that set up in the previous round. Will they have better luck with it this time?
Once again, they have the apps area for free, although they did have a quick look in there earlier, but they're going back towards mid now as they begin their push. Now, I'd like to see some more double nades from NiP in these situations. They're going to be chasing Alu in the Arch area again. Exist holding quad for now. Alu falls to Shoxy's Tech 9, and it looks like we have a push towards the B bomb site. Freiburg is in CT spawn at the moment. He realizes what's going on. Happy just holding an angle. Freiburg's got to be careful here. Going to get caught with a flashbang in his hand, but he manages to escape. We've got Shoxy still taking more frags as they push back towards the A side, but Forrest is in the pit. He will be a nuisance. They will need to take him down.
Here we go. Oh, Happy with the drive-by there with the Tech 9 is able to take down Get Right. Things looking very, very hard here for the Ninjas. They have a man advantage now, but the bomb is not down just yet. It is on the bomb site, ready to be planted, but with 15 seconds left, Happy needs to find this kill onto Freiburg before the time runs out. Here he goes. Freiburg with the spray. Won't get him just yet. 4 seconds, and there you go. Freiburg will finish it off, pick up the round for NiP. And one thing, James, that how scary that Tech 9 round is there. They do the same smokes every time, and you can clearly see that despite NiP knowing that it was coming in that round, because they'd seen it once and they'd be like, okay, they've done it. This is like the third or fourth time they're going to run this against us. They had the incendiaries and everything. It was still incredibly hard to stop.
Yeah, I really think they need to, for at least for the future, try and prepare some kind of double nade situations for the EnVyUs players, because the mollies are not doing the job. So we are into the last round of the first half, and NiP will definitely be almost begging for a 9-6 in this situation. So another standard setup here on the B bomb site. friberg playing from coils, get right, playing in the cart position. And again, EnVyUs get apps free, they get lots of map control, they get very close to the A site with lots of time on the clock.
Actually is get right purchase a Zeus for this last round, so interesting one. But anyway, we're going to have the nades coming in to block off Forest on pit. So in comes the set play towards A. They're all coming through balcony and quad. And there's a spray from Forest. He will pick up 2 frags. Good hold so far here from NiP. Just 2 players left for EnVyUs. And Alu's going to pick up NBK. Trade comes in. And Kiyoshima now finds himself in a 1-on-2. He's got 40 seconds. So time is with him at the moment as he's on the bomb site. He's going to go straight through now for a quick 1-on-1. Finds one player, friberg, and smart play from friberg not to be too forward, too greedy to try to punish the bomb plant, but NiP going to take this slow and steady.
Get right is creeping through the apps. He's about to emerge from the balcony area just as friberg comes from Arch. Kishima has 2 places to look at the same time. He's going to spot Get Right, but they're going to push at the same time, and it's going to be Get Right to get the frag. Last round is going to go in favor of NiP here. So they're going to have a 3-round advantage, and this pistol is going to be one of the most important of their lives.
Now, one interesting thing is that EnVyUs clearly have an edge with their Tech 9 rounds, because you can see the kinds of ways that they're trying to abuse the strengths of it, like by having these set smokes on middle, like these really open spaces that are like really hard to spray down. So instead of actually going for like a B play most of the time, they're going for that middle play, because on B, we've seen so many times where even if their nades, let's say the T's nades, will blind the CT that's defending behind the smoke, he's got such a tight funnel to kind of spray down that it's likely that he's probably going to get the kills as they push in, even if he's blind. But here there's so much space to cover in middle that's actually really hard to do. And then even if the Tech mines emerge through the smoke so quickly, and we can saw Alu got screwed over so many times because it's so hard to fall back and beat the speed of the Tech 9. So unless NiP have some rounds like that, it might be quite difficult for them to best EnVyUs here.
Right, so we've got Shoxy having a look down mid, trying to find out what's going on. And it's going to be people heading over to the B-bomb site early, but Kiyoshima in an aggressive position, going to slow them down immediately, popping off Forest's head. And if there's anybody you want to pistol around, it's going to be Forest.
So Alu's going to make his way in now, and smoke off there for one of the men, so they're going to try to isolate him, and Smith is isolated, but he's going to make a nice headshot to open things up. Finally, there's a return here for NiP, as all 3 members do arrive onto the bomb site, but the cavalry has arrived here for Team EnVyUs. Get right there with the Tech 9. He's got Kevlar on him as well. Crucial position to hold, and he won't hold it at all. Now it's on Exist at the back of the site, and he's going to get eliminated, and it almost looked too easy there for EnVyUs, as they popped all those heads with the pistols quite well.
NiP, show me your Tech 9s.
Yeah,
that's what I want to see. I want to see ruthless aggression. I want to see them frothing at the mouth with sharp blades in their hands and Tech 9s.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I mean, EnVyUs already again showed these Tech 9 rounds, these specific rounds that kind of abuse the fact that you can just basically run through smokes if you've got the right nades in the right places, and the punish on middle and so on. I really do wonder, because as we see, the Tech 9s are out. Do NiP have a similar round? Well, it looks like they're going to start things over towards Banana to begin with.
See NBK throwing that nade down Banana. He will find the first frag as well. Straight to the M4 for him. Going to tag Exist down to 18 HP. And they are still holding solid, EnVyUs. They're not going to rotate anybody just yet. Oh, NBK, he has got his smoke down. So Exist and his teammates are going to be stuck for a while. Stark difference to the push here from EnVyUs. But they are going to charge through with the Molotovs into first and second oranges. friberg going to get the frag onto NBK. Can they do what Envy did to them? Happy once again pushing through the smoke. Classic Happy going to get the frag as well. Now they have a 2-pronged retake.
Yeah, that's so smart, and he's able to do that once again. And the bomb will go down. So already damage has been dealt as NBK and Kiyoshima have fallen. So NiP going to be racking up lots of economic damage, but Smith is going to start minimizing that. Just exists left with 1 HP. Can he get anything with this? Now, he's going to spot the players running in. Spray comes out. It's not good enough, and the defuse will arrive. But 2 frags and a bomb plant's not too shabby, but when EnVyUs were running this, I think they won most of their rounds with this kind of a Tech-9 play, and we rarely saw them hit B.
Yeah, EnVyUs, they won this round, and then they won the next. NiP with 2 plants could choose to continue the pressure in this round. They've got a money differential, as you can see there. Freiburg and Alu a bit ahead of their teammates, so they could spend a bit of cash to try and meet their teammates with the money. Although Alu will could possibly save for an AWP as well. So pistols coming out. In fact, Alu going for the armor, so he will spend an extra bit of cash. So the team is balanced with their money. You can see Smith, he's going to throw the first smoke over towards the B bomb site so they can keep it locked down for as long as possible. Ali going to try and push through the smoke here. Now this is the kind of aggression we need to see from NiP.
And can they pull off the frags? Quick entry there onto Smith. There is a trade though, so 4 versus 4 now. NiP, they've got to keep the pace high as these players come in on these angles. There is another trade, but now NiP find themselves down a man. Down 2 men make that after that great grenade, and Kiyoshima's going to finish it off. And that is a 9-9 scoreline now as things are evened up. And it's always fun to see Happy, by the way, on the round before that, just running through the smokes. He does that with such consistency. It's quite impressive.
Actually, on the CT side, there was one part where Exist, maybe inspired by Happy, tried to do the same through the smoke on quad. And I think he did get past one person, but I think he was blocked by Kiyoshima and ended up getting taken out from behind before he could get the flank on himself. And that is a massive start from Get Right. Taking down Kiyoshima. I don't think he had the best spawn to go through the window. There is a spawn where you can run past mid through apps and get down onto the other side before the T's are in the right position. But if they go up, then they may stop you before you can make it past the window. So it was a good advantage, but a trade has come in now. Shoxy taking down Get Right. Although it is EnVyUs who have to defend the sites here. If NiP can open up with one more frag, then who knows what might happen.
Oh, MBK is going to go in. The Flames are going to prevent a trade frag from happening after Freiburg goes down. So that incendiary ended up being incredibly smart there for MBK to do that for free. And now it's a 4-on-3 again. So can NiP even it up once again as they make their push? They've left Exist towards Banana. So this will actually, with the time remaining, give them the opportunity, if they want, to try to double back through to Banana. And so far, it does seem like they are more confident with that kind of a play after making some noise towards A, just to delay the rotation just that little bit longer and give them the 3-on-2 for the B take.
This could be a double fake, and Happy seems like he might be heading over towards the A site. He's not sure what's going on, but it looks like he's going to stay. He has been smoked off, though. They've isolated the site player, but Happy's just going to charge straight through the smoke and try and find a frag. He will find a frag, and the second one to Exist. This man is unstoppable. French Terminator is on the server right now, and he puts EnVyUs 1 round ahead.
Oh, that was so crucial. I mean, Exist had that position to just destroy Happy, completely ruin him. But Happy with that quick flick after the first frag, he just managed to catch him in the head, and that was it after that. You know, it was a nice idea. Exist, as you say, trying to go for the run through the smokes as well. Either way, 10-9 is now the score as EnVyUs gain themselves an edge later into the match, and Smith is going to go for a quick little peek there. The Tech-9s are in action here for NiP now again, and they're going for a very similar B play, the same play, it would seem, as they did previously with exactly the same buy.
Right, but NBK, he spotted the information, seen at least 2 players here, and they think there's more. As you can see, there's more aggression on the A side, and Smith rotating over towards B, but has gone back to Arch for the time being. Things may be getting quiet, but you can see even more nades coming out for the NiP side. They've got a Tech-9, but can they get anywhere close to try and find any frags here? It's just a slaughterhouse. We are seeing an abattoir on the B bomb site, and it's EnVyUs wearing the aprons.
And this is kind of what I was talking about, why EnVyUs with their Tech-9 rounds, the reason they don't go through to B is because even like after all the nades, even again, if the CTs get blinded, if their kind of counter flashes are decent, if their counter grenades are okay, it's still a big choke point that they have to get through. So you can kind of spray it down. Whereas if they go up middle, it's much wider. You can't easily fall back as you can on B. So it's way harder for the CTs to hold it. So you can see that EnVyUs is kind of ahead here when it comes to the understanding of the Tech-9 plays, or more prepared at least. And looks like we'll settle into a more normal round with all the weapons on all the players and all the nades as well.
Okay, so aggressive positioning from Envy towards B bomb site. You saw that flash come in over the terrace roof, and they will retreat back to the site, at least for now. Happy respects no mechanic in this game. You throw a smoke down, you can bet your ass he's going to go through that smoke. And say, I don't care, I shoot you in face. It's 4 out of 10 French accent.
Nice. I approve. And I want to hear more.
And look at the positioning there. You can see Kiyoshima had done some parkour, and he will be sitting on the balcony in the quad area. As we didn't see any funky things from the CT side of NiP. So it looks like NiP going for a set play here towards the A-bomb site. Happy's going to start rotating. So it will be a 4-man defense here for the Frenchman.
Forrest is trying to help his teammates get up Arch safely if there was to be a man lurking on quad, and they will do just that. Charging onto Smith, gets a quick flick there, can't get anything else as Forrest now tries to get the frag onto quad, and it's a 2-on-3 here as EnVyUs still hold on to some key positions. Shoxy, despite being smoked off, is still going to be a problem as Get Right does pick off Happy, and now Forrest goes down as well. Sorry, we have MBK going down, but the trade is going to be real as Shoxy does clean up for his team. So 12-9 now the score, and NiP struggling a little bit there, and they were able to close down Smiths quite well. He only got 1 kill, and that trade is quite nice to get yourself onto the bomb site, but that reinforcements from EnVyUs came in so quickly.
That round was all about body bags, but it was Envy once again left to call the mortuary. And they will have a 3-round advantage now as we head towards that magical 16th round. Happy just charging down Banana again on his own with no support. He's going to take 2 people and to send some cold steel into the face of the Swedish players. This is not looking good. We know Envy go into this with a map advantage, full of confidence. They feel invincible.
Happy had no right to get that second frag. That is unbelievable stuff with that spray down with the M4A1S no less. So Forrest and Alu now against 5 players. They've got minutes to play with, but it's all going to have to start here with Forrest. He's moving in close, and Happy is going to see the traces through the smoke, so it's going to give him away a little bit, give Forrest away a little bit, and Smith is going to pick off Alu. So now it's a 1-on-5, and Forrest at least needs to get some damage. There's a quick tap, finds 1 frag, and the trade comes in immediately afterwards from Shoxy. 13-9, and EnVyUs seem to be gaining more and more momentum into this round, and with, again, such plays as Happy made there, that really shows you the confidence, because honestly, that looked a bit brave to me.
So far, NiP have 0 rounds on the T side. 7 rounds in a row for Envy. That said, their money isn't fantastic, but NiP running out of rounds to win at the moment. Find themselves on an eco again. Well, it's more of a force buy, actually. Tech9's got a lot of nades as well, but can they convert it into a round? That is a problem. They're getting frags, but they're not getting rounds.
And they're looking to take a page out of the book of EnVyUs on their Tech9 buys. Finally, we're going to see them move for an A play instead of that B hit that was not working out. Now, 3rd time's a charm here when it comes to NiP's Tech9 pushes. Here we go. All the men here for EnVyUs are ready and waiting. All 4 of them, and Smith is going to pick up 2 fast frags as they charge down to Arch. The counter flashes are great now from EnVyUs, leaving only Get Right. And they just can't break these positions. EnVyUs know how to play with the Tech9s, and they know how to play against them as well. Smith was perfectly positioned for that one.
Yep, EnVyUs have all the answers, but credit to Smith. He put himself in the perfect position. Wow, Happy with the 30 bomb. He is having a monstrous server half. Well, 2 halves, but Smith, he repositioned when he saw the nades coming in. He threw 2 flashbangs off the library wall to hold things down, and Envy put smokes in position to make NiP walk in blind, basically, and then cut them down for it. Trades coming in. Crowd going crazy for NiP, but is it too late for this first match?
The crowd are going nuts at the moment as the trades come in. We have Get Right and Freiburg remaining now against the 4 of EnVyUs. It's looking pretty hard for them because once again they've got to find huge individual plays out of nowhere. Something that comes more often than not from NiP. But today, we've yet to really see it in this grand final so far in the first map. This is best of 5, 1 map advantage for EnVyUs. So we're going to have Get Right and Freiburg combining forces here with 55 seconds left in the round. It looks like they want to try to break open B. And if they are to do so, Freiburg is going to have to come up with a really fast kill. And Kiyoshima and Happy are more than ready. Here they go.
Okay, are they committing to this? Bomb is a bit behind. Maybe just checking for the flank. So, Get Right is going to push with his teammate catching up with him now. 33 seconds left. They need to identify where these CTs are. You can see Kiyoshima behind the fountain to pop out and help his teammate. He's going to go down to Get Right. Can they find a second frag? The pre-fire won't be enough. Trades coming in. Freiburg will potentially have a second to plant the bomb, but the push is coming in already through the smoke into the pool area. Smith's going to take him down with the vintage CZ play straight away. And it's game point 2-0 points here for EnVyUs.
They are looking so incredibly dominant. And again, Happy on that 30 bomb probably has, I think he picked up a single frag there. So he has a 31 now. So really, really incredible performance from him on the B side of things. And we have to remember, a lot of NiP's Tech 9 rounds were into B, and it was these kinds of rounds that Happy blew up. It was the kind of rounds where NiP wanted B banana presence, which Happy was able to blow up with the support of his teammates, MBK. And well, now we're going to go into, again, the match points, many match points potentially for EnVyUs. And Kiyoshi wants to open things up with a quick apartments aggression onto second mid.
Exactly, that's where you can get, if you have the right timing, if you have the right support, you can get all the way there before the T's get to that corner where Forrest has just gone down. Now the alarm bells are going to be ringing. We've lost a lot of map advantage that we should have. Look at the control Envy have of the map compared to how they had it on the T side. They always had apps every single round. There was almost never a challenge there from NiP. Kishima finds himself a T app.
And Happy able to cover MBK, gets the incendiary down once again, slowing the roll of NiP. You keep trying to get these entries, keep trying to open up the round somehow, but it's not happening. Oh, they're going to go aggressive. Happy with the AWP, pulls out the pistol, AWP out again. No scope will not connect, but still, the damage has been done. And Get Right's alone again. Have this situation happen so many times so far for NiP. Envy is so proactive, jumping through the smoke, getting so aggressive. They want to completely crush Get Right, but 2 fast frags, and they better hold their horses here. They have to calm this down because they're up against Get Right. He's got himself a hat trick and 30 seconds left to play with, and now the bomb in hand as well.
Smith is already rotating towards the B site, as there's no way that Get Right could have gone through that smoke. NBK going to put himself in a very sneaky position, and it seems that Get Right's gone for the fake. Oh, it seems to be in 2 minds. Just checking if there's a flank. This is an aggressive team after all. Now, the way he's running, Smiths may hear him. And you can see the rotations coming in from NBK, but 7 seconds to plant bomb in. Needs to find a frag. Not going to find it, and that's going to be map 1.